Hey guys, it's Maya. Welcome back to my channel. Whether this is your first time here or you have been here before, thank you guys so much for clicking on this video. Your support means the world to me. As you can see, today we have a reading all about a no contact / separation, and I have everything written out here. We do have an extended today. So here on YouTube, we're going to be looking at what was this connection before no contact. We'll see who is this person that's coming through. We will see what were their feelings before versus now, and before no contact versus after no contact. That's what that means. We will see what are they currently going through that maybe you don't know about. We will also see what would they say if they were being completely honest with you. And then in the extended, we're gonna see, will they reach out to you? We will see, should you take action, or will spirit / the universe take action for you? We will see what is the outcome and when. We'll get some time frames. And then we also have a personalized yes or no question in the extended for you. So yes, we have a lot to talk about. I have 4 groups for you guys to choose from. Each group has a different tarot deck. Hold on. Oops. Each group has a different tarot deck, has a different crystal, and there's a different card that came out after I shuffled. So there's many ways for you guys to choose your group. And keep in mind, you can watch more than one reading if you'd like. There could be more than one person that you're in no contact with. Also keep in mind, this does not have to be a romantic situation. This could really be anything, but yes. So let me go ahead and show you guys your options. For group number 1, you have Velouria's tarot deck with this rose quartz, and your random card is the World. For group number 2, you have a traditional Rider-Waite tarot deck. This is a cat's eye crystal, I'm pretty sure, and your random card is the Sun. For group number 3, you have this carnelian. This is the Fountain Tarot deck, and your random card is the Fool. For group number 4, this is the Tarot of the Witch's Garden with this green obsidian, which is super cool. It's like see-through. And your random card is the Hermit. All right, you guys, here are all the groups for you to choose from. You can pause the video now if you need more time to pick a group. Like I said, watch as many as you would like. I'm gonna go ahead and get started with group number 1. Hey guys, if you chose this World card with this rose quartz and the Velouria's tarot deck, this is your group. Hello, group number 1. Thank you guys so much for joining me over here. I'm just gonna set your crystal right there. Okay, so let's go over everything that we are going to be talking about. This is a no contact / separation reading, and like I mentioned in the intro, this does not have to be romantic. This could really be anybody that you are, you know, in a separation with. So here on YouTube, we're going to be looking at what was this connection before no contact and kind of get like an energy check. We're also going to see who is this person. We will see what are their feelings before versus now. So before no contact versus after no contact. And then we will also see what are they going through. Like, are they going through something that they haven't told you about, that you don't know about? And then we will see what will they say if they are being honest to you. So this is everything we're going to be looking over now. And at the end of this reading, I will go over the extended. And as I was about to talk about the extended, I just saw 111 on the time. So that could be significant for somebody. Let me just go ahead and move this aside a little bit. And I do want to say I am kind of going out of order from what I wrote down on that piece of paper. So everything, okay, so let me just say what's going on here. So this, we're going to see who is this person that's coming through for group number 1. We'll get an energy check on that person, and that way you can also kind of feel like, you know, is this your person? Is this the person you're asking about? So we're going to start off with this, and then we're going to go into person A, person B style, where we're going to see what was the connection before no contact. Like, what was this relationship like? What was the energy like before no contact? And that's going to be done in person A, person B style, and that way, you know, you can kind of figure out which is you, which is them. And then we're going to look at these cards over here to see what are they currently going through that they haven't told you about, that you don't know about. And then we will get into the tarot to ask the other specific questions. And I will say with this was an extra card that came out for this group, so I felt like just keeping it aside, and we can definitely look at this later on. So let's go ahead and get started. First, let's look at who is this person that is coming through for group number 1. We have the 8th house with Pluto and Mars with Scorpio. We have season fall. We have other people's money, legacies, operations, and taxes. It says IRS. This could be a Scorpio sun, moon, or rising. Oh, okay, and then we have the 8 of Wands with Sagittarius. I love this card. This is actually one of my favorite cards ever. This is Mercury in Sagittarius, so it very much talks about communication, talks about something happening very quickly. So we have Scorpio and we have Sagittarius energy here. And we have 2 8s. I just noticed that. We have the 8 of Wands and then we have the 8th house. So this is very interesting. For one, I feel like this could be a very talkative person. They could talk a lot. But I also feel like they're not just like the type of person to just yap and like be annoying. I think there's something very, very charming about this individual, and I think they have a really great personality, and I think that they talk a lot, but I think people are very drawn into what they have to say. This is not the person, I feel, you know, like sometimes when you're just out and about and somebody's really annoying and they won't stop talking to you, or they won't, and people are just annoyed. I don't think this is like that. I think the moment this person has something to say, people are very intrigued. People are drawn into this person's energy. They come off as very confident with this Sagittarius here. They could be a Sag, you know, sun, moon, rising, or have a lot of Sag placements, and the number 8 could be significant in some way. But with the Sagittarius energy, I do think this person could be of a different culture, a different background, or they're just very interested in the world at large. And it's very interesting that you guys actually chose the World card. So because Sagittarius energy, you know, that's Jupiter, and Jupiter is all about expansion. One thing about Sag and Jupiter is you can't really put them in a box. They kind of have to be a part of everything, or they're always seeking something more. They're always seeking some higher level of knowledge here. And so this is really cool. So yeah, they could have a very unique look to them. They could be ethnic in some way. They could speak multiple languages. I feel like this person is probably a huge foodie, because one thing about Sagittarius is they're, you know, it's all about the different cultures and just expansion. So I feel like they love trying different foods, or they love trying different like ethnic restaurants. But I feel like this is a very attractive person as well with that Sag energy here. And yeah, and this is also making me think of Wall Street, which it doesn't have to be so specific that this person works in Wall Street or they work as like a stockbroker or a trader. Like, it doesn't have to be like that. But I feel like this person has, they work in some kind of an establishment that requires them to talk a lot, or that's why they're very good at what they do. It's because they command the room. They talk to a lot of different people throughout the day, or it's like they're just really good with their verbal communication skills, and they're very confident, and they have this charisma to them, and I feel like it helps them out a lot in their career setting. So again, it doesn't have to be like Wall Street or finance or business, but I do feel like whatever this person does, it could definitely be that they talk a lot, and people are very, and it's like they're good at it, and people are just drawn to what this person has to say, or they do it for their career in some way. They speak a lot in their career in some way. I feel like this person is very deep, and especially with that Scorpio energy, because one thing about Scorpios is like, yeah, and actually even that very specific look, like, you know, when you just see somebody and they're like, oh, I'm a Scorpio sun, or I'm a Scorpio rising, or whatever, and you're like, oh my god, you look like a Scorpio. Like, they're very sexy, they're very magnetic, they just have this aura to them, and we were just talking about this person having a very unique look. So I think they're a very attractive person, and it would make sense, like, they're very, yeah, they just have that Scorpio aura to them. They're very, very beautiful, very attractive, very mysterious. But with this Scorpio energy, I feel like this person has a lot of depth to them that you wouldn't know right away. because, you know, on the outside, they're coming through as this, you know, feisty, fun, adventurous, energetic fire sign. And maybe for some people, you wouldn't realize, like some people wouldn't realize the depth that this person really has. And especially if they're very beautiful, you know, people could just brush them off as being like, oh, they're just this confident, beautiful person. But it's like, as you really get to know them, there's so much depth to this person. They're very wise, you know, they have a lot of experiences, or they've just been through a lot in life. It's like there's just so much more to them, but you kind of only see the tip of the iceberg. And maybe they only show people the tip of the iceberg because that's just like what they're good at. You know, they're good at just being a people's person, or just like being confident, making friends, you know, talking to people. Like they're good at that, and they just kind of they are happy to be in that energy. But if you really get to know this person, you realize there's so much more depth to them, and they've been through a lot. I feel like this person could have gone through many transformations in their life, or they've been through one major transformation that really shaped their outlook on life. But I also feel like this is a really good balance of like water and fire, because they have that emotional intelligence, they have that emotional depth, they could even be spiritual to some extent. But on the flip side, they have that fun, feisty, fiery energy to their personality. So it's like they're a really good mixture, I would say. So I like this so far. I feel like this is a very fun person, and they probably like to do spontaneous things, or they're just fun. You know, they're coming through as a very fun person, but they're level-headed, and they're not like super impulsive to the point of being crazy. It's like they're level-headed, they're calm, they're down to earth, but they have a really nice fiery side to them. I so far I feel like this is like such a great combination. So the number 8 could be significant. August could be significant. Leo season, the sign of Leo could be significant in some way here. And Mars is also making me think of Aries. So Aries could also be significant in some way. I also feel like this person could have worked their way up. So say if they started at the bottom of some kind of an establishment, it's like they have that drive, they have the confidence, they have the people skills to really like climb the corporate ladder, or climb the ladder in some way. I feel like this person could have really started at the bottom and are making their way to the top. I also feel like this person could be, you know, they have that 50-50. They have that outgoing, confident, extroverted side, but they also have that introverted side to them as well. I feel like they're very 50-50. Okay, so that's like the person that's coming through. It can be male or female or whatever, you know, gender, anything. Like that's just the energy of the person that is coming through here. So another thing, I feel like this person, I mean, obviously we established that they talk a lot, but I think if you're like texting this person, you know how some people text in like one massive paragraph? I feel like this person sends you multiple. Like they just type something, send, and then you just get like multiple texts. So anytime you talk to this person and you look at your notifications, there's a little like 5 messages from this person instead of like one long message from this person. And even phone calls, they could just have a lot to say, you know, they just talk a lot. But I think it's not annoying, and I think you like that, or people like that about them. It's like it makes you excited in some way. They have a very nice energy. I really like this person. 11/11 on the time. I really like this person so far. So now let's go ahead and see person A, person B style of what this connection was before the separation, and what the energy was. Like, what was this relationship? What was, you know, what's going on before the separation happened here? Ooh, 3 of water with celebration, community, and friendships. So this is person A. More water signs. 3 of water. This is specifically Cancer. So right now we have Cancer and we have Scorpio. And then for person, oh my God, we have more water. For person B, we have Page of Water with sensitive, open-hearted, and intuitive. Okay, so lots of water. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio coming through heavily. Oh, it's interesting how we have 3 people here. They're all holding cups. We have 1 individual holding a cup here. Person B could have been, I don't want to say the loner, but person B could have been the one that was like on the outside of person A's life. I almost feel like with this being a group of people and, you know, I feel like person A, it's like person B came from the outside of the group to maybe be a part of the group or to make friends with person A. I feel like person B could have been, you know, admiring person A for a while, but I do feel like to some extent person B was the one that came forward to person A. It's interesting because I feel like this energy could go either way. This could be more of a relationship in a romantic sense, or this could be a friendship, because we literally have friendship here, and we have a group of women, you know, of like-minded people here that are coming together to celebrate something, to be a part of something together. So it's making me think of a friend group. And even with this, it's like somebody wants to be your friend, or person B like came or like made their way to person A to maybe be friends with person A. I think maybe at the time when you guys met each other, person B could have definitely felt like, yeah, maybe they were like alone, or they were more introverted, or they were new to something, and it's making me feel like they made their way towards person A because they, you know, wanted to make more friends, or just wanted like-minded people, and they found person A and they were like, you know what, like we could be a part of the same community, we could be friends, we have a lot of things in common. And I feel like person B could have made their way towards person A here. And maybe at some point, you know, everyone was a part of the same friend group. So I do feel like there's heavy friendship here. You guys were very close to each other at some point. You could have even been like really, really, you know, good friends, close friends at some point in time. You guys could have grown together as well, because with this energy for person A, we see all these butterflies in the card. So it's also making me think like maybe you went through some kind of a transformation together, or you were a part of each other's transformations to some extent here. Or it's like both of you came together and both of you changed as people. Like there's something here of like you both came together and things kind of shifted in both of your lives. Let's see what this random card was. Maybe it'll kind of paint more of the picture for us. Oh my god, more water. We have 5 of water with disappointment, regret, and forgiveness, which is this is the 5 of cups, and this is Scorpio energy. So we have a lot of Scorpio going on. There's sadness here, because I almost feel like this could be a mutual energy. There's some sadness. So, you know, this separation, especially if you guys were like really good friends, because I am feeling like you had a really good bond with this person. And I feel like there could be this mutual energy of sadness, disappointment, regret, forgiveness. Like maybe something happened in this connection. But I do feel like to some extent you have hope that you guys will be friends again. And that's something we're gonna have to see in the extended for what the outcome is. But I do feel like to some extent there is some hope. There's this energy that is lingering on like, oh, what if, you know. And I do think you guys still think about each other. You guys send energy back and forth to each other. But I do feel like if something happened and there was that separation between the two of you, there's definitely some sadness going on here. You could even regret the way something happened, or the way something unfolded, the way something ended, disappointed in how something worked out. Let's see what this person is currently going through. So whoever it is, you know, whether it's person A or person B, let's see what is this person currently going through in their life. We have self-worth. Void moon would do nothing. Okay. It's interesting because it looks like everyone here is of the same sex or same like orientation, because even in this it looks like a female, which everyone here kind of looks like a female. So that's why I feel like this could really be a friend. Like, I'm really getting heavy friend vibes for this group. So we have self-worth and we have do nothing. I feel like, but even in this do nothing, this person is meditating. So it's like, even though they're not actively doing something maybe in the real world, it's like they're tapping into their spiritual side and they're trying to be a part of something. Or because what I feel is, I think this person is trying to figure out who they are. With self-worth, it's like they're trying to figure out what their calling is in life, you know, what they want, what are they doing, what is the path they're going down. I think this person recently could have had a lot of questions come up in their life to where they're like, you know what, like, I need to figure something out. And maybe that was a transformative period for this person. Like, something happened, and maybe you also feel the same way. I do feel like there is some mirroring energy going on here, and you could definitely feel the same way as what I'm describing for what this person is going through. But it's like there's heavy energy of like, who am I? You know, what am I doing? What is my calling? What do I want to do? What do I want out of life? I feel like recently this person could have been asking themselves a lot of questions. And I do feel like there's some level of isolation, which is interesting because with person B, I was, excuse me, I was feeling there's some level of isolation here. So this could be isolation from you, like really pulling their energy back from you or from the friend group or from, you know, the situation that they were a part of. They really could have pulled themselves back. But I feel like it's not personal. Like, that's kind of what I feel is, I feel like even though there's some sadness here, they kind of felt like they had to withdraw their energy because they need to figure something out. And even in this, it's like this meditative pose, and it feels like this person is kind of to themselves trying to figure out what's going on in their life. And I think the best way for them to do that is to do something by themselves or to withdraw. And maybe it's not even from you, but maybe from a lot of other things in life as well. Like, this person could really just be going within to try to figure out, what do I do next from here? And I do feel like it's not personal, but I feel like to some extent they had to kind of break away from certain things in their life for them to really find their own path or just figure out what it is that they want. Because even with this, you know, this light is coming down from the sky, from the heavens above, and there's this empty chair, and this person is like, for one, they're being guided. I do feel like the universe is working in this person's life to guide them to where they are meant to be, guide them down the path that they're meant to be on. And I almost feel like, you know, it's kind of this energy of they have to do it alone, or they have to just break away from other things in their life for them to follow this path that the universe is laying out for them. So I really feel like it's not personal. And I do feel like they miss you, and there is sadness, and I feel like that that energy is mutual. Like, both of you do miss each other, especially if you spent a lot of time together, or you really knew this person for a very long time, or knew them really well. There is some sadness because of that. But I do feel like everything that happened leading up to that moment of breaking away, whether it was you or whether it was them, whether it was mutual, I think that happened for a reason, and it happened in the way it was meant to happen. Like, everything leading up to that happened the way it was meant to happen. So there's no, like, Spirit is saying there's no need for you to feel guilt or regret or disappointment. I mean, you can feel disappointed, but don't, like, blame yourself. There's something here on the universe really orchestrated certain things to happen a certain way, so it's not even your fault, or it's not even their fault. Like, it's nobody's fault here. It just so happened that this situation happened to the both of you, but there is no reason to blame yourself or blame the other person. You know, it's that energy of like, everyone has to choose themselves at the end of the day. Like, if you or this person felt like, you know, I have to do something else, like I have to choose something else because it's for my highest good, or it's leading me to what I am meant to be doing. Like, everyone has the right to choose themselves, and it doesn't make that person selfish. It doesn't make you selfish. It doesn't make them selfish. Because at the end of the day, like, you have to live your life for you, not for somebody else, or not for your friends or your family, or to keep everybody happy. But I do think this person is really tapping into themselves, tapping into their higher selves, into just their life, and really figuring out what it is that they want. With self-worth here, this is a very specific message that I don't think will be for everybody, but I do think maybe, you know, there were times maybe in this relationship with this person or in their own life specifically to where they felt like they were not being treated how they deserve to be treated, or they were settling for certain things in their life, which this actually feels like a really happy friendship. So I don't feel like it had something to do with like this connection, but I do feel like with self-worth here being the key word on this card, this person really had to like declutter their life from things that just like are not serving them, and to really figure out their true purpose. But I really do hear them saying like it's not personal and don't blame yourself. But you know what's so interesting about this Five of Cups is, you know, I always say this with the Five of Cups, it's like we are sad that there's 3 cups that are spilled, right? You know, it's like that crying over spilled milk. That's literally what this image is. But we see how in this deck there's an angel in the background, and the angel is saying like everything has happened the way it's meant to. Like this didn't just happen, you know, to you as a human, and maybe to this person as a human in the real world. It could have happened abruptly. It could have happened just out of nowhere. You were just so lost and confused, and you're like, what the heck just happened? But your angels or the divine is really saying to you, hey, like this was all planned. You know, everything is happening the way it's meant to. So don't, yes, it's, you know, you have every right to be sad, but don't feel like it's your fault. I really feel like someone out there feels like this could be their fault. But with the Two of Cups, you know, we're sad that there's 3 cups that are spilled, but the 2 that are still standing up is showing you that something is happening. And this is not the end for this connection. Something is happening here. Someone could live by the water, because we have so much water sign energy here, but we also see water in the background over here. Okay, so now, we looked at the connection, we looked at who this person is, we looked at their feeling. Oh, that's what's next. So we looked at what are they going through. So let's look at this person's feelings before no contact versus after. Some of you could live at a distance from this person. I also feel like with the World card, both of you closed some kind of a chapter in your life. And I feel like that chapter of your life ended when this ended, or when this separation happened. And I do feel like it's a mutual energy that both of you are stepping into a new chapter in your life. Okay, so let's go ahead and see, how did this person feel about group 1 before the separation? How did this person feel about group 1 before the separation? Oh my God, we have more Sagittarius energy. This is Temperance, which is Sagittarius. Can we get one more card to see how did this person feel before the separation? How does this person, this deck is so little. How did this person feel about group 1 before the separation? Can we clarify, Temperance? Okay, I'll take both. Okay, we have the Tower and we have the High Priestess, which came out together, so that's really interesting. Okay, let's go ahead and see, how do they feel now? How does this person feel about group 1 now? How does this person feel about group 1 now? We have the Ace of Wands. How does this person feel about group 1 now? Let's get one more card. Whoa! Fell on the ground. Hold on. Oh, we have the Page of Crystals. So that's another page coming out. So crystals I'm pretty sure crystals is pentacles, right? I think so. Yeah, because then there's swords and then there's cups. So we have 2 pages coming out. So I almost feel like, I wonder if this is the person you're asking, or this is the person that's coming through for group number 1, which is the Page of Water and then the Page of Crystals. Let's get one more card for how does this person feel after the separation. We have 7 of Crystals. Oh my god, and then 8 of Wands, bottom of the deck. And this is the original card that came out up here. For one, I feel like this person really wants to talk to you. And that's funny because earlier we talked about how, hold on. We talked about how this person has a lot to say all the time, and maybe you guys did have a lot of good talks, and especially if you were like really good friends, maybe you guys talked a lot. And it's so interesting because I do feel like after the separation, they have a lot they want to say to you. They just really want to talk to you. Or it's like they have a lot they want to catch you up on, or they want to see what you've been up to. It's like there's just a lot they want to say. I do want to start with after the separation energy, actually. So they have a lot they want to say to you. With this Ace of Wands, it's like that spark that you guys had is still there for them. But they're not like acting on it, but I do feel like they get urges to like text you, talk to you, hang out with you, see what's going on with you. It's like they want that, but I feel like they're not actively doing something right now in their current energy. We'll see if this shifts in the extended, but as of now, it's like they have that urge, they still have that spark, they have that excitement, they have that energy is still there of whatever you guys had. It's still there for them. I think this person is hesitant, and that's how they're feeling, because with the Page of Crystals, you know, that's the Page of Pentacles, and it's like they want to come forward, you know, whether it's with communication or they want to just like come forward with something stable, offer you something stable, offer you a friendship again, wanting to catch up with you again. Like it's like they want that, but I think they're hesitant because they don't know where you're at in life. They don't know if, you know, you are over it. They don't know if you don't like them, or if you feel like they did you dirty, or, you know, it's like there's this hesitant energy here, and they're just kind of like, do I not? Do I? Like they're this energy of like going back and forth because they don't know where you stand. But I feel like that spark, that excitement, that friendship, that whatever you guys had, which I do feel like this is heavy friendship energy. I don't think this is a romantic relationship. It's still there. So the way they the way they felt before the connection ended. So this is when you guys were together, and we have 3 major arcana. First of all, like that's crazy. Because major arcana is a very powerful energy. You know, only like 1/3 of the deck, or 1/4 of the deck, is made up of major arcana. So for all 3 of them to come out as that, it's very significant. There's a spiritual connection here that you have with this person, and they feel it too, and they felt it as well. They do feel like you guys were brought together for a reason. And it's for a spiritual reason. Like it's something much bigger than just the 2 of you. They do feel, or they felt like you guys were brought together for a reason. With this High Priestess, they felt like you have some kind of an intuitive connection with each other, or you do with them, they do with you. Like they felt like there's some kind of an intuitive connection, and there's something about this connection that was for a higher purpose. With the Tower, I really love that this Tower card is here, because in this image, the Tower hasn't fallen. We see that there's some cracks, you know, like we see there's some cracks here, but the Tower hasn't fallen. And this is Cancer energy, Sagittarius, and Scorpio. So because the Tower hasn't fallen, they feel like they met you, or you met them. Like they feel like the reason you guys met each other was to help keep each other up, or to help build each other up, because maybe you were in a dark place, or they were in a dark place, but it's like you guys helped keep each other up. You helped build each other to the people you are today. Or like, that's why I feel like they feel like there was a higher purpose for you guys meeting, because it led to like something major in both of your lives, in both of your realities today. Like it made you both the people you are today. And you guys really helped each other up, or helped each other through dark times. But it's like, because you were in this person's life, they didn't fall apart. And maybe you feel the same way, because I do feel that mutual energy. Like, because they were in your life, you were able to keep going through with something, or keep fighting, or keep whatever. You know, it's like they were your rock. You were their rock when you really needed it from each other. But with the High Priestess, and even with Temperance here, I feel like you developed into the people you're meant to be, because you met each other at one point in time, and they feel that heavily. With Temperance here, you know, they feel like there was a lot of balance in this connection. You both poured into each other I cannot talk. You both poured into each other's cups, and you were there for each other. There was a good balance in this connection. There was a lot of reciprocation in this connection. You were there for them, they were there for you. That's really how I'm seeing it with this. Okay. So that's kind of everything I see. So now let's go ahead. I have this deck. What is this called? The Hidden Truth Oracle, which now I want to go ahead with this and see what would they say to you if they were really being honest. I do feel like they want to hang out, they want to talk to you, but let's go ahead and see, what would this person say to group one if they were being honest? What would this person say to group one if they were being honest? They do wonder if you forgot about them or if you've moved on. Because even in this image, like say you're person A and you have like a solid friend group and you're like established in life, or you've like figured it out, and they're kind of still figuring it out, and they feel like they're not in the same place as you, and then they kind of walked away. They feel like, have you forgotten about me? You know, have you replaced me already? Do you already have friends and other people in your life where you like, you know, you don't need me anymore? I think that's why there's that hesitation here. But let's go ahead and see, what would this person say to group one if they were being honest? Oh my God, I love you. Is it focusing? Please focus. That's crazy. That's so sweet. And I was just saying, like, there's that sadness, there's that hesitation. They want to come forward, but they're not. And literally, if they're being honest, the first thing they would say is, I love you. That's so sweet. So like I said, this person, there's that love. I mean, it's genuine. It's a genuine energy. I hope that you can forgive me one day. So maybe for some of you, they did something, and that's why they're hesitant on coming forward. That's why they feel like you moved on. Or even if, you know, they just want, I would also say, like, I hope you can forgive me, and I hope there's no bad blood between us. You know, whether they did something or they didn't. I don't think this person did anything. I think they ultimately just chose themselves, and maybe they feel like they don't know if you understood that. I feel you even though we're apart, which is so true, because earlier I said I feel like you guys send each energy back and forth. Oh, it says, I want you. I'm not going to read that in a romantic way, but I'm going to read this as like, I want your friendship. I want to talk to you. You know, I want your energy in my life. I want you around again. Yo, that was crazy, because as soon as I said clearly they have a lot to say and all those cards fell out, I literally got a phone call. I literally got a phone call. I do record on my phone, by the way, but I literally got a phone call. So it completely like shut off my camera and everything, and that's crazy, because all those cards fell out. I was saying they want to talk to you. We keep seeing they have so much they want to say to you. Somebody called me. Okay, it says, I lost myself for a little while. So again, that energy of like they had to figure themselves out, or they are figuring themselves out. They felt lost. They could currently still feel lost. you know, and that's why it's not personal. All right, let's get one more. Duh. Okay, I'll take both of these. I hid who I really am from you, okay? For some of you, there could definitely have been some tea on something, but I feel like that's very, I don't know, that's not gonna be for everyone. And finding out the truth crushed me. Okay, maybe something happened, and again, I feel like that's very specific. That's not going to be for everyone. There, you know, it doesn't have to be any truth that was revealed, because I do feel like this is a friendship. So I don't know, and I don't really feel betrayal in this energy at all. I feel a lot of love, a mutual love between the two of you. Okay, so now let's go ahead and take it over to the extended. In the extended, I'm going to be looking at, will they reach out soon? We will see, should you take action, or will spirit, you know, orchestrate something for the two of you? Excuse me, burps. We will see what is the outcome and when, so that's like a time frame. And then we'll also get a yes or no question, which is a personalized question that you can ask, and I will give you a personalized answer, which is a yes or a no. So I love doing that. I think that's super fun. So I love including those in my extendeds. But yes, you guys, so this is everything that I see for group number 1. If this is where you're leaving me, that's completely okay. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all of your support. I love doing this. I love giving readings. I love being here for you. And please subscribe if you would like to see more content like this from me. And I also offer private readings if you're interested. You can email me if you want, or you can check out the link to my website, which is in the description below. But yes, take good care of yourself, you guys. I'll see you next time, or I'll see you in the extended. Bye. Hey guys, if you chose this Sun card with this black traditional Rider-Waite tarot deck and this cat's eye crystal, this is your group. Hello group number 2. Thank you so much for being here, you guys. Thank you for clicking on this video. Thank you for all of your support. I do want to just go over very quickly what we talked about in the intro about this reading. So this is a no contact / separation reading. Here on YouTube, we're going to be looking at what was this connection like before no contact. We will see who is this person that's coming through, what were their feelings before, what are they feeling now, and then we will see what are they going through, especially if it's something you don't know about. And then we will see what would they like to say to you if they were being completely honest. And then we do have an extended, but I will go over that at the end of the reading. So yeah, let me just set that aside. And let me just get myself organized a little bit. So first we're going to start off with who is this person with this energy check right here. You know, who is this person? And that way you can kind of, you know, figure it out if this is your reading, if this is the person you're asking about. And then after the energy check on who this is, we're going to go in with these 2 cards here with the person A, person B style of what was this connection like. And so all of this is the energy check for you to kind of know if this is your group or not. And so yeah, before I get started, I do want to talk about this deck right here. She's really special to me. So I got this deck like a little over a year ago, and this was my personal deck for, you know, the year and however long I've had it. I've actually never used this deck for anybody other than myself. And then so, and or like not even like a reading or like on YouTube or clients, and like nobody, and not even like people in my life, you know. This was strictly just my deck for over a year, and this is the first time I'm ever using it on YouTube. But not only YouTube, but like ever tapping into somebody else's energy that's not mine. So it's the first time, and I'm very proud of her. I feel like she's graduating, and I'm just like, I just wanted to say that because she needs a shout out. So, you know, I have a ton of tarot decks and oracle decks, and every time, you know, I'm getting more, if I ever feel very called to a deck to where I'm like, okay, that's like just for me, I'm just going to use that for my own readings or my own energy, you know, whatever it is I'm doing with it. But it's like, yeah, sometimes I'll have a deck that I keep aside just for me, and this was her for the past year, little over a year. And I just wanted to give her a little shout out. She's really sweet. She's really cool. She's actually glow in the dark, which is really crazy. I've never really used it for the intention of it glowing in the dark, but it is called glow in the dark tarot deck. That's why it's like kind of thicker, and it's like it has this interesting texture on it. But yeah, and then she also has a sister deck, which is white, because this one is like black with little white stuff, but then the other one is like completely white with black illustrations, so it's interesting. I don't have that one, but that one is also glow in the dark, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, that's my little spiel about this deck, so I'm just gonna move this aside, and that way we can still kind of, you know, have her there. Also, you guys got a extra card when I was trying to get the person A, person B, so I kept it aside, so we'll definitely look at this, you know, after we're done with everything. But first, let's go ahead and see who is coming through for group number 2. So this is going to be about this person, their traits, their qualities, just anything we should know about this person. Ooh, King of Wands, okay. In Taurus, with Earth and Venus, I have willfulness, possessions, tenaciousness, and artistic nature. And we have the house association with the second house, and we have the anatomy of neck and throat. And as I was reading neck and throat, I definitely got a very PG-13, borderline rated R image of something, or just like a message of something. Okay, so where do I want to start? So I really like this. This is a really cool energy. This is a very, I would say with this King of... sorry about that. I needed to go and grab my charger. Okay, back at it. So this King of Wands, this is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy here. This is a very, very confident person that is coming through. This is a very feisty individual. I feel like if you guys have ever had like physical relations with this person, it's very passionate, which is why I got a very I got this very specific message with what it says down here. So I think this is a very, very attractive individual. They're extremely confident in who they are. That's that fire sign energy that's coming through. It's the way they carry themselves. I'm getting a lot of dirty thoughts, you guys, like a lot right now. Hold on, I need to think about what I'm about to say. So yes, very confident, very, very attractive individual. This person probably has a lot of friends, and they could also be the type of person that's like, they walk into a room and everybody notices them. I am very specifically getting masculine energy for this group, so I do feel like this is a masculine energy that is coming through here. I just saw 111 on the time. I think this is a very intelligent individual as well. It's funny because it's like, they come off as like confident, maybe slightly like a player vibes, very, very outgoing, social person. They have a lot of friends, but on the inside, I feel like they're very down to earth, and you might even be a little bit surprised about this person because you're like, oh, like they look a certain way. They look like they would be a certain type of a character, but then they're actually really down to earth. They're really loving, they're really caring. I think this person is very like business savvy, or there's something about their finances. So either this person is like trying to better their finances or better their career, or they're already established. So take that like however, because it's on a spectrum. Like for some of you, I feel like this person is maybe actually in like a financial like they're having financial difficulties right now, and then for others of you, maybe they're just getting out of that and they're doing better. But I do think there's something about like money and stability that is very important in this person's life, and maybe it's because they didn't have that, they don't have that, they're striving for that. There's something very specific like that coming through here, but they're very, very determined person. You would think that this person is not looking for a serious relationship, or like you would think that they don't care about commitment, and I think that's like kind of their energy, and that's kind of how they look. Like they're just really attractive. You'd be like, oh my god, like there's no way this person wants to be tied down to one person, you know. It's coming through like that. But I do think if this person really cares about you, then they love deep, and they really are very genuine. They're loyal. There's something here about maybe they look like they wouldn't be loyal, or they you know, I think it's just their personality. Like they just have a flirtatious personality, or they're just very charismatic. They have charm to them. So then when, you know, you're like talking to this person or dating this person, or other people could feel like, oh, like are you know, like they just might feel like this person doesn't take commitment seriously, but it's just their personality. Like it's coming through that they are a really great person. They're loyal, they're down to earth, and if you're in a committed relationship with them, like they would hold you down. But I think it's just their personality. I've definitely said this in readings before to people, but it's like this is the type of energy where like you have to be very confident in who you are as well, and very secure in yourself and in this relationship with this person, because if you are a insecure person, or if you have insecure tendencies, I think you would end up like self-sabotaging this situation, because either you wouldn't be able to trust this person, or it's something like that. It's like they are on a different level of confidence and being self-secure, and again, that flirtatious, outgoing, charming personality that this person has. If you kind of like don't understand that, or you're not like that yourself, or you tend to get insecure over like anything, you know, because there's little things you could get insecure about, there's big things, but if you do tend to feel jealous or envious or something like that, I think you could end up self-sabotaging a relationship with a person like this, because that's just their personality, you know. And I think you couldn't change them. You can't like change this person. I think it's either like your relationship with them would work because you understand how they are and you're the same way. I just saw 444. Or it's like they're a bit too much, and I think you wouldn't be able to handle that. So I don't know if that's, you know, relevant to anybody, but that's really how that's coming through. Anyway, yeah, they're just fun, they're exciting. I like this energy. I really like that we have Taurus here, because it shows that they're grounded. It shows that you can really trust this person, and it shows that they do have stability, even if they don't seem like they do. I think, like I said, it's just their personality. They're just fun. Like they're just so fun. Like I kind of just want to hang out with this person because they seem like they would be a good time, and they're just the life of the party, you know. They're just like that person that knows everybody. It's just like that. But I think deep down they have a really good they're very loyal. They're very, very loyal, for sure. I don't think you would have to worry about a person like this. Now, say if this also came out as fire, and we have a lot of fire going on, and they don't have this down-to-earth, you know, loyal energy to them, then I'd be slightly worried. But I actually really like this person. I think they're very genuine. Genuine, and they are coming through as a loving individual. But yes, lots of PG-13 energy that's coming through as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and see person A, person B. Now, I'm not going to say this is you and this is them, but just, you know, take whichever side you would like. But we'll see what was this energy like before separation, and just what were the vibes, you know, of this connection. So let's start with person A. Ooh, Queen of Earth. I love it. I love this. This is what I'm saying. This is a good energy. Like, this is a good group. You know, because like I do a lot of readings, and you know, I can just kind of tell. And sometimes when an energy is not so good, or it's kind of toxic, or it's like, you know, there's healing that needs to be done, or whatever it is, it's like I feel that, and then it comes out in the way that I express myself throughout the reading. But I was already feeling like I really love this energy, and now I'm pumped because we got the Queen of Earth here. So for person A, we have the Queen of Earth with gracious, practical, and capable. Love it. And I was saying this is coming through as a very strong masculine energy that we're tapping into. So it's possible that you could be the Queen of Earth, but let's see. And then for person B, we have 5 of air with mistakes, melodrama, and resentment. We have more earth signs here. So here we have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and this is air. So this is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and this is specifically Aquarius energy. Okay, I really want to start off with person A because I already love person A's energy. Again, I mean, with this image, it's very like straightforward on this Queen of Earth, Queen of Pentacles vibes here. Somebody that's very strong, very independent, very self-secure. And I was just saying, like, you have to be all these qualities in order to really be with somebody like this. And I think you are. And I do feel like you're strongly coming through as person A. And it's giving like this is your match. You know what I mean? Like, people kind of stay within other people where they feel like, okay, like we're similar, we have similar qualities, similar personalities. And I feel like both of you are coming through as like equal counterparts because you're both determined, you're both independent, you both are striving for greatness, and like, you know, you're both capable of certain things and got your lives together, or you're getting your life together. Like, it's a very determined energy that I'm feeling from person A, and I think that's very similar to what I was feeling from this person that we're channeling here. Now, again, Queen of Earth, she's a baddie, she's independent, she knows what she wants. And I think this, again, you know, this for okay, where do I want to go? There's so many messages that I'm getting. The person A just knows exactly what they want in a relationship, but also just out of life in general. For the Queen of Earth to come out, like, she's already established, she's already self-secure in who she is. She already knows what she's doing. She's going down the path of who she is. This is a very mature individual, very independent. Like she just knows what's up, you know. And that's why this is really nice, because I feel, and I love the way that this image, she's looking right at us. Like, she's looking straight ahead instead of like looking off in the distance. Like, there's confidence here. Like, she's making eye contact with you when she's talking to you. She's very, very confident. Even the pose, that bag, she got this bag with a coin on it. She got a crown on her. So it's like very, very confident person, and it's like you can't shake them. And that's exactly what I was saying, is you have to be this kind of a person to be in a relationship with this kind of a person. But yes, very mature, knows exactly what they want. They're not going to take less or accept less than they know they want or know they deserve right now. I feel like their standards are very, very high. This is the type of person who's probably single or stays single because a lot of people don't, you know, a lot of people don't meet their standards, but at the same time, they're so independent and they're so focused on their own things right now that they don't even need a relationship. But I do feel like when this person was in their power, when they met this energy, hold on, there's like cat hair on my lips. Okay. What was I saying? Yeah, they were in their power when they met this other person here. But I'm getting heavy feminine, masculine energy. So I do feel like this was some kind of a relationship here. But yeah, they were in their power. They were just doing their thing. This could have even been kind of abrupt, because 11/11 on the time. Because this is before the separation, right? And I almost feel like with the way this person is just looking straight at us and very confident, knows what she's doing. She's got her whole week planned out. She's got the whole 6 months planned out. Like, this person was not expecting this person to come into their life, and I think it was probably a surprise, or, you know, a good surprise in a way. And I think, you know, both people definitely got along, but I don't think person A is like seeking a relationship, and especially before they met this person or during this connection, they were not seeking a relationship. So I love person A. I mean, props to you if you resonate with person A. So now for this person B, we have 5 of air with mistakes, melodrama, and resentment. I think person B was in a weird point in their life when you met them, and I do feel like this could be this person that we're talking about. But again, if it's not, just take it how it resonates. But I think person B was in a weird point in their life. I also think this was abrupt for person B as well. Like, they were not expecting to meet person A wasn't expecting to meet them, because I don't think they were in the right headspace or the right like heart space or anything. I think that they had things they're working through, and we'll see if they're still in this energy. But I feel like it just wasn't the right time, because we see how this individual is very much like yeah, let's go, you know, like they got their thing going on, but they're open to a relationship. At the same time, they don't need it, but they're healed. That's essentially what it is. This is a stable and healed individual around the time this happened, but I don't think this person was in the same headspace at all. I think especially the way they're kind of looking up, I think they were like, I'm getting this image of somebody daydreaming about something else. So it's like there were other things on their mind, or they weren't fully 100% there for something here with person A. They could have also been feeling defeated, because a 5 of air can also talk about defeating energy, defeated energy. So they could have been at like a lower point in their life when person A met person B. Interesting. So that's kind of what I see for, yeah, I think there was some mental conflict here. Could have even been emotional conflict on person B side. They were going through something. I think this person was healed. This person was going through something. And maybe that's where things clashed. I do think both people had a lot of similarities as well. Okay, let's go ahead and see. So, oh, before I do this, I forgot that we have this card here. So this card kind of randomly fell out. So we have the 9 of air, negativity, worry, and sleeplessness. So this is the 9 of swords. This is Gemini energy. Lots of mental conflict going on. Lots of like, there's this card, you know, talks about mental conflict, being negative. Let's see who is feeling this way. Who is feeling this 9 of swords, this 9 of air? Who is feeling this 9 of swords energy? All right, there's 2 cards. Seven of Pentacles and the 5 of Wands. This is Leo energy. This is Taurus energy. We have so much Taurus coming out. And we have 2 5s. Somebody is, I mean, obviously somebody's overthinking the situation. I'm trying to figure out who it is, but somebody feels like maybe they made a mistake. I think this person is definitely going back and forth in their head. They're also like contemplating like what, like they're contemplating something. Maybe they're not happy with the choices that they made or how something played out. But if it's not you that's feeling all this mental conflict and stress and like this overwhelming energy and like even regret to some level, then I think it's the other person. But since that card came out, I will keep it out. For now, let's just keep it right there. Okay, let's go ahead and see this person that we are channeling for group 2. Let's go ahead and see what is this person currently going through in their life. We have trickery. This is the heart chakra card with that green border. And then we have the night moon with shadow work. I think this person is like finally being honest with themselves, especially with the heart chakra coming up. And we were talking about like this person was maybe like mentally going through something, emotionally going through something. There's a lot of healing going on in this person's life right now, especially with the shadow work. It's like they're really going within to really figure out what's going on, what are the causes of the issues. I feel like for a while, maybe they were trying to like mask something in their life, especially emotions, because we're coming through with the heart chakra here. So it's coming through as like they were lying to themselves, or they were like concealing true emotions, or they were trying to like neglect true feelings or emotions or something they went through in their life. Like they weren't fully being honest with themselves about how they feel. And I think, especially since this is a no contact and a separation reading, I think after the separation happened here, because we see they were going through something, I do feel like this person really liked you, because even the way this King of Wands is so fixated on this individual and she's looking forward, I feel like this person definitely really liked person A, you know. And I almost feel like person A could have been the one to walk away, or was the one to say like, hey, I might need some space here, because again, the way she's looking forward, she just seems like, you know, like if you got something going on, then you can like work on that, but I got stuff to do. I got things to take care of, like, you know what I mean? It's giving like somebody knows their worth and they walked away from something that wasn't fully serving them because they're not in the right space to offer them maybe what they wanted. And I do feel like since they did like this individual a lot, when this person walked away, it made them realize certain things about themselves. And this is healthy. Like, this shadow work is a very healthy card because it's showing us that they're really going within to heal. They're finally being honest with themselves, and they're finally healing their heart space. So I don't know if you know the extent of, you know, the healing or the shadow work that this person is going through, but they're definitely going within, which is very nice. And maybe for some of you, you like, you know, you could have sensed that within this person, like they need to heal a few things, or they need to work through a few things, or even like mental conflict, their mind, therapy, something like that. Like maybe because this card definitely talks about our mental conflicts. So, and even this Nine of Air, you know, and it's interesting because with this card, I was feeling like somebody is feeling like they regret something, or something didn't work out the way they wanted it to. They're overthinking a situation. It could be this person that's feeling this way because we see a lot of mental conflict on their side. I feel like person A is just like doing their own thing, you know. Like I said, they got 6 months planned out. Like they're just on the go. They keep themselves busy. They have goals to reach, and I think that it's very possible they could have noticed some red flags and walked away from the situation. So yeah, very specific messages here. So now let's go in. Wait, let me make sure we talked about everything. We talked about that. Okay, so talked about that. So now let's go in with the tarot deck. Let's see, how did this person feel before the separation, and we'll see how do they feel now after the separation. So for group number 2, how did this person feel before the separation with group 2? How did this person feel before the separation with group 2? How did this person feel, oops, how did this person feel before the separation with group 2? Ah! Hey, we got the Knight of Wands. Wanted to pop out. Wheel of Fortune. But I almost did that come out in the reverse? Hold on. Let's clarify this Wheel of Fortune of how did this person feel before the separation? How did this, wow, holy cow. Okay, you know what? I was just thinking that, and then we have High Priestess bottom of the deck here. I was just thinking how, because this is before the separation, so this is after they met you. And I was just thinking about something with this, and then this just confirmed what I was thinking. So when they like first met you and you guys were hanging out or talking or getting to know each other, they literally felt like you just fell into their life out of nowhere. And I feel like you definitely put like a pep in their step. Like you made them excited about something, especially if they were dealing with something, you know, pretty difficult before you came into their life. I feel like, or during the time you came in, I feel like they were very excited. Like there's a lot of excitement here that you came into this person's life. And yeah, it's like it made them kind of wake up a little bit or come out of some kind of a funk that they were in, and made them a little excited, because I was getting a very excited energy with this person, and I almost feel like that's how they felt towards you. Like they were like, whoa, like she's so cool, like where did this person come from? Even with this Empress here, they feel like you're the divine feminine. You know, when they first met you, they were like, I didn't think somebody like this could exist. You know, and it made them very, very excited, because this is a very, very spiritual energy. And another thing with the Wheel of Fortune is Wheel of Fortune literally talks about like fate. Talks about things happening that are destined to happen. We cannot control them. They're just going to happen when it's meant to, but it's a part of destiny. That's what the Wheel of Fortune is. And I think you brought them out of some kind of a negative headspace or something, that you got this person out of something. and they were like, wow, like I never knew somebody could be so mature. Like this is giving the same energy. They were like, I didn't know somebody could be so mature, determined, spiritual. There's this message coming through now that you could be a very spiritual person. You're just very nurturing, loving, just so down to earth. And they were just like, where did you come from, and how does somebody like you exist? Because I think up until the point of this person meeting you, they never met somebody like you. They didn't have somebody that like was so cool to them or checked so many of their boxes. And even with the 9 of Cups here, they felt like, oh my god, like this could be my 10 of Cups, you know. And I think as they're getting to know you and really like hanging out with you, they were very happy that you came into their life. And I think with the 9 of Cups being a very wish fulfillment energy, they were feeling very, very happy around you and with what you brought to the table and just your energy and who you are as a person. They were very emotionally fulfilled with what was happening here. And to some extent, they do feel like you guys were like meant to meet each other. Even the way you met could have been very sudden, or like you just happened to be at the same place at the same time and you met this person. It's very possible neither of you were expecting to meet each other. It's giving like we just show up at the same place. But yes, they really feel like there's a lot of wish fulfillment here, or they did feel like this before the separation here. But they also like really respect you. One thing about the Empress is like you don't mess with the Empress, you know. She's like at the top and you respect her, and you just like, you know, like you just respect her. I feel like this person never wanted to really push your buttons or whatever it is that you said or wanted to do or did. Like they respected that. And even if you were the one to be like, you know what, I'm gonna take a step back, or I'm just gonna focus on something else, they respected that. Like there's a very high level of respect here for you. So then let's go ahead and see how does this person feel after the separation with group 2? How do they feel now after this separation? How does this person feel now after this separation with group 2? How does this person feel after the separation with group 2? Devil in the reverse. Okay. Oh, there's that Sun card that you guys chose. Chariot. They feel like they have a good friend in you, or like a good friendship, or there's something here about they feel like, yeah, like you guys were good friends, or they feel like they could talk to you about certain things. And there's something here highlighting like the relationship or the friendship that you had with this person. They felt like that's still there, or like they gained a good friend out of this situation. I love that the Devil is in the reverse, because after meeting you, I think this person realized that they had to cut out certain toxic things in their life, and that's the Devil in the reverse. Because if the Devil came out upright, then it's talking about current toxic things, current toxic habits, toxic people, you know, whatever. But it being in the reverse, it's saying that they cut out these things, they pulled away, they detached from certain toxic things. So if they were going through something in their life, or they were involved in toxic things or habits, I think this person, like after meeting you, they realized that they could cut away from certain toxic things. It's how it's coming through. Even with the World here, they hold you to very high standards. Let's see, how does this person feel now about group 2 after the separation? What are their emotions? Can we tap into their emotions, please? Whoops. Can we tap into this person's emotions towards group 2 after the separation? 2 of Swords. This 9 of Air could definitely be on their end, but again, take that however it resonates. It could definitely be on your end too. With the World here, you know, one thing is they feel like you are like you have all eyes on you, and you can kind of get what you want, and you are very capable of just like doing whatever you want. You're very independent, but it's like a lot of people notice you. You know, it's coming through as like, oh, like group 2, like, or this person would say to you like, oh, like you probably have it easy, like you could probably date whoever you want, and like, you know, like you can just have whatever you want or get whoever you want because of the type of person that you are. So they feel like you have a lot of admirers, or it's probably easy for you to like date, or, you know, make friends and be confident, and they do hold you to high standards. Again, with the World. The World is the last card in the major arcana cycle, and the garage is opening. With this, they definitely miss you. You know, there's that reminiscing with the 6 of Cups, bottom of the deck. But yeah, this is the last card in the major arcana cycle, and it takes a lot to get to that last card, that last stage. So again, they feel like you're a very evolved individual. It's almost like they look up to you, and like they learn stuff from you. With this 2 of Swords here, you know, I was trying to tap into this person's emotions on how they currently feel about you. And with the 2 of Swords here, they're confused. I think this person is conflicted on what to do. And because they don't know what to do, they're not doing anything at all. I also feel like this person feels like you've moved on, or that you don't really care, or that like you've forgotten about them, or something like that. Like you, yeah, like you've moved on, or you're doing your own thing, like you're happy doing your own thing, and they're almost like, oh, I don't know if I want to bother them. Let's see, anything else about how this person currently feels about group 2? I'm trying to get like some emotions out of this person. I think they do miss you. They miss the friendship that they had with you, but they just don't know if it's in their place to really come forward. All right, anything, can we get one more card on how this person felt before, or I mean after? 10 of Swords, Star in the reverse. Yeah, it's like, they feel like they've lost hope. I will say that. I think this person has lost hope about the situation, or about like anything happening. And I think they very much have just, you know, I think they're learning a lot, and I think this is somebody who's very much tapping into their spirituality right now, and they do feel like everything happened for a reason, the way it happened. But they, if somebody was to ask them like, oh, like what's going on with you and group 2, they would be like, oh, nothing, like it's over. Like I don't even think they have like hope, or they're not like, because to them something, it's like it's not attainable. That's what it is. Something is not attainable, because they feel like, oh, you know, they're probably moved on, they're probably got somebody else, you know. That's like how it's coming through. So wait, I think that's everything. So now let's go ahead. I would say this is a very straightforward energy. So now let's go ahead and see what would they say to you if they're being completely honest. And I have this, what is this called? The Hidden Truth Oracle deck. So let's go ahead and see for group number 2, what would this person say to group 2 if they're being completely honest? I also think with the World here and them, you know, detaching from toxic things in their life, I think you also have helped this person evolve in their own way and like better themselves as well. I do think you left some kind of a lasting impression on this person. And I think even if they're not coming forward right now, from what we see here, they do think about you a lot. They do think about you a lot. But to them, you're like long gone. Like that's how it's coming through. They're just like, oh, group 2 doesn't remember me. Group 2 forgot about me. Group 2 is living their life, and they're doing amazing things, and they're, you know, accomplishing all their goals. Like they don't remember about little old me. That's how it's coming through. So let's see, if this person was completely honest with group 2, what would they say? What would this person say to group 2? I wish things could be different. Oh, wow. I will wait for a sign from you. Yeah, because they're scared. Like, they are so just like, oh, group 2 doesn't care about me anymore. Like, I don't think I should reach out to them. And that's why they're not necessarily coming forward, because they feel like it might not be the right time. I feel you even though we're apart. I was just saying they think about you a lot. Oh, that's a lot of cards. I'm not taking that. I wish I could take back my words. Oh, it says I love you. I replay our conversations over and over again, and I was thinking that too. Like, this person thinks about you a lot. I love you unconditionally. Holy cow, we got I love you out twice. That's crazy. All right, get like 2 more. I love these little cards. They're so fun to shuffle. Oh my God, I want you. And I told you, I've been getting, ever since I tapped into this energy, I'm getting a lot of PG-13 messages. Oh, my life is not as together as it seems. We'll get 1 more to fill up this space right here. I want to be more than friends. Yeah, I will say for some of you, because I wasn't getting like full relationship vibes, so for some of you, maybe this didn't really get to the point of being in a relationship. But okay, this is everything I see here for our YouTube reading. So now in the extended, I'm gonna go ahead and see, will they reach out? And if they are not reaching out, should you take action? And then, or will spirit, you know, orchestrate a divine intervention type situation for you guys? We will see what is the outcome of this situation here, and then we'll get time frames, and then we'll also do a yes or no personalized question, which basically you can ask your own question and I will answer yes or no. And yeah, and I love that because then it's personalized to everybody who's asking. So all of that will be in the extended below. But if this is where I'm leaving you off, that's completely okay. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for all of your support. And I do offer private readings if you're interested. The link to my website is in the description below. Go ahead and check that out. But take good care of yourselves and have a great rest of your day or night, wherever you are. Please subscribe if you would like to see more videos from me. And I will see you guys in my next reading. Bye. Hey guys, if you chose this Fool with this Carnelian and the Fountain Tarot deck, then this is your group. Hello, group number 3. I'm gonna go ahead and set your crystal right there. Thank you guys so much for joining me over here for this reading. Your support really means the world to me, you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and move this deck aside for a second and let me go over everything that we are going to be talking about today. So I did mention all of this in the intro, but here on YouTube, we're going to be looking at what is this connection? What was the connection before no contact? We're going to see who is this person that's coming through today. We will see what are their feelings and feelings before no contact versus feelings now after no contact. We will see what are they going through and what would they say to you if they were honest. So that is everything we're doing here on YouTube, and I will go over the extended at the end of this reading. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm actually going to kind of jump around in the order compared to how I wrote things down on that piece of paper, because especially after group 1, I was like, okay, like I'm going to have to do things in a different order here. So first, I want to go in with these cards right here. This is going to show us who is coming through today. And that way, that can also be an energy check for you to be like, you know, is this somebody that you recognize? Is this the person you're asking about? And then after we do the who this person is, then we're going to go in for person A, person B, and this is what was the energy like in this connection, you know, while you were with this person or while this person was in your life. We're going to see what was the connection like, and we'll do that in the person A, person B style. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so for group number 3, let's go ahead and see who this person is that's coming through today. Oh my gosh, no freaking way. That is so cool. That's the exact same card, you guys. That's the card that you guys chose. I love when that happens. That is so cool. So the person who's coming through, we have the Fool. And then we have Venus with Taurus and Libra. We have young woman, lover, mistress, artist. We have love, pleasure, relationships, and money. Oh, very interesting. Okay, let me try to make some space actually. I feel, okay, so this person that's coming through, it's interesting how we have young woman, but it can also be a young man. It could be a young anybody, but it's interesting how we have young woman and mistress. That's like really standing out to me. And then we have pleasure, relationships. That's also really, really standing out to me. I feel like this could be a younger individual or a more immature individual, especially when you were dealing with this person, because, you know, maybe they have changed. I don't know, we'll see. But I feel like this is somebody that's like still lives life like they're young. Maybe they are young, but it's like, it's that energy of like, you have to grow up sometime. And it's like, especially even if they're older, they still do things and act as if they're like 18 or 21, or like still in that very like, I'm young, I can do whatever I want, I don't have to like be serious in my life. I feel like even if this person is older, they could still be in that energy of kind of just like doing whatever they want and not necessarily like growing up when they need to grow up. And I feel like there could have been a disconnect because maybe you were somebody that is more mature, that is wanting something more, and maybe this person is coming through as like immature, maybe like a player. You know, that's what really stands out to me with mistress, is that this could have been the type of person that was just like bouncing around from person to person, or they didn't really take relationships seriously, or they currently don't take relationships seriously, because we have Venus here. You know, Venus is all about love. It's all about marriage, commitment, long-term relationships, the 7th house here. So it's like this person was lacking something to do with commitment, or it's like they were still in like a party phase, or they were still in a very like young, childish, immature phase to where they don't really understand serious relationships, or they just do things without thinking about the consequences. But I'm heavily feeling this in a relationship sense, because especially with mistress here, like and you know, pleasure, I feel like this person could definitely do things just because of how they're feeling in the moment, or how somebody makes them feel in the moment, or they don't really understand the concept of like committing to somebody or being serious in a relationship like that with somebody. I also feel like this person doesn't realize like who they're hurting in the process. Again, not thinking about the consequences, and they don't realize who they're hurting. I also think this person maybe didn't understand the heaviness or the seriousness of any situation that they're in, or maybe the situation with you. It's like they didn't really understand how, like, you know, like you were hurt or you wanted something more with this person, and like they weren't seeing that. They were still like, they were like, oh, this is fun, like I can mess around with this person, I can hang out with this person, but they weren't thinking about the consequences. Just like this Fool is about to jump off this cliff and he doesn't realize it, or she doesn't realize it, because they're just doing what their heart or what their mind or what their temptations are telling them to do in the moment. So Venus with Taurus and Libra, these could be significant signs with somebody, or I mean this person. This could be significant. Taurus or Libra could be significant for this person. I do feel like they're growing up, or something has happened in their life, maybe with you, you know, this, maybe it was like this separation with you or somebody else in their life. But I do feel like 444 on the time, I do feel like there's something happened which is a catalyst for their change, because you see how this person is standing here, but then they're looking at their reflection in the mirror, and I feel like this is this person looking in the mirror being like, oh my god, like, who am I, what have I done? Or they're like growing or changing in some way. They're realizing the truth, they're seeing their reflection, they're seeing who they are for the first time, they're seeing what they've done for the first time. Like, there's something here that maybe when you met this person, or the way they've been living for a very long time, is that childish, immature, we're not growing up energy. But then like you or somebody recently put a mirror up to them, be like, here, like, look at yourself, take a good look at your reflection, because this is who you are. So I do feel like there's some change that's happening in this person's life right now. They could have a dog, they could also live somewhere cold, you could live somewhere cold, maybe you guys went on vacation together. I'm thinking of like Colorado or like Switzerland, or, well, maybe not Switzerland, well, I'm thinking of mountains, but definitely like Colorado, like the snowy mountains. But I guess, you know, yeah, somewhere with mountains could have been significant for somebody here. This is really specific, but somebody could have actually broken a bone, whether it was you or this person at some point in time did something reckless and like broke a bone. But I do feel like the light is being shown, like this person is waking up to something. They're waking up to the reality of something in their life. So let's go ahead and see with these two cards here. I want to see person A and person B. So you can take it as you are, you know, one and your person's the other. I don't want to say who is who, so I'll leave that up to you. But basically, we're going to see what was this connection like, you know, with you and this person. So let's see for person A. We have King of Earth with prosperous, generous, and successful. So this is the King of Pentacles. More earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Somebody could be a fixed sign, because Taurus is a fixed sign. And we have the Wheel, luck, progress, and change. And as I was just talking about fixed signs, the Wheel of Fortune is the 4 fixed signs. So Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio, and Leo could be significant here. Yeah, this is interesting, because with, I almost feel, okay, I don't want to say who is who. Okay, so let me just talk how when person A, person B. So for person B, this is the energy of like, you know what, whatever happens, happens. Like, that's how I'm reading it. With change, I'm seeing this as, and especially the Wheel of Fortune is an unpredictable energy. We don't know what's going on. We can't control it. We cannot predict it. It's just happening, whether it's good or bad. And that's kind of what we were saying about this person's energy, is like, they're very much like, oh, like whatever happens, happens. I'm just going to do what I want. I'm not thinking about the consequences, or I'm not thinking about more than what is in this present moment. And that's how I'm feeling this Wheel energy. They're more so just thinking about, oh, like, this is cool, this is interesting, I'm tempted to do this, so let me just do it. And they're just doing it suddenly and unpredictably, and they're not thinking about the ripple effect that this could have. And it's interesting, we were talking about a childish energy, and it's literally babies. Like, it's literally like babies in this card. I do feel like person B, especially if like this energy is person B, I feel like person B is fun. You know, they're fun, they're exciting, they're adventurous. Like, they just, they don't have limits, and they're not scared of anything. So they kind of just do what they want to do, but they're a fun person. You know, they're fun to hang out with. They just, you know, they're just fun. But I feel like fun, it's not stable enough for something long term. Like, that's how they're coming through. They're coming through as like a vibrant, fun, like frat boy, sorority girl, like, we're young, like, we can just do whatever, I'm here to party, I'm here to have a good time. But it's like they're not necessarily thinking about stability in some way, or they don't provide stability, maybe in their own life, maybe in relationships. It's like whatever happens, happens. And then we see like a totally opposite energy here with person A, with the King of Earth. We can even, view this as the Queen of Earth. But the King and Queen of Pentacles, that is a very stable energy. And this is an older energy too. Both the King and Queens, they're older. They're not kids. They're not little immature kids. They've been through a lot. You have to go through a lot to evolve into a king or to evolve into a queen. You don't just wake up in that energy. It takes a lot of growth, takes a lot of guidance, takes a lot of trial and errors and transformations, and we're going through a lot to get here. But that's how person A is coming through. Person A could be established, already figured out things in their life, figured out their career, they got financial stability, they are successful, like this card says, and they are wanting something serious. And even in this, it almost looks like they carved that out of the tree or something to be like, hey, I'm offering you something, like I want something more. I feel like if there is an age gap or if there's a maturity difference between person A and person B, I think person A is very ready to settle down. Like this is somebody that could even be ready to like get married, or ready for a long-term relationship, ready for something serious. This is the energy of like, you know what? I was young once, I had fun, but now I'm looking for something serious. But then this person's energy is like still in that young and reckless, and I'm just gonna have a good time energy. So it's very much, I feel like two energies are clashing here. I feel like to some extent, again, I don't know, this is a general reading. So, but I do feel like to some extent, person B could have cheated on person A or could have been tempted, because again, that mistress word is really coming up. Whether it was a man or a woman, it doesn't matter. But I feel like they were tempted, or they are that character to get tempted, to allow temptations to get the best of them, and I think maybe person A started to realize like, oh, they're doing silly little immature things like flirty comments, sliding into DMs, or even physically flirting with people, or like just being like rude and disrespectful and like not treating this relationship like it's something serious. Because that's what person A wants. Like person A wants to be held down. The King and Queen of Earth, like they're successful, they got their own money or they got their own stability, they're independent, and they just want somebody to match their energy. They just want a partner. They want a long-term relationship. And I feel like these energies are clashing. Because even with Venus coming up here, I feel like person A is in the energy of like, yeah, I want marriage. I want commitment, because that's what Venus is. It's the house of relationships and long-term stability. And it's like, that's what they are seeking. I also feel like both of these people could have met just by chance or by luck with that Wheel of Fortune energy here. And I think you could have had a good time. Like you could have really clicked with, both of you could have really clicked with each other. You just like happened to be somewhere, you met each other, you had a good time, you tried to hang out, tried to do whatever, you were having fun. But I think when it was time to take it into something more serious, I think it was one-sided. But I'm not saying like you didn't get along or it was a bad relationship or anything like that. I just think it could have even ended very quickly, because both parties realized like, oh, or maybe one person or the other, probably like the older one, realized, okay, like I don't know, like this is a fun person and this relationship is fun and flirty, but I don't know if it's something I want long term. Or say for some of you, if you were in a full-on relationship with this person, they could have done something that betrayed you to some extent, and now they're realizing it. Because I do feel like you could have held up a mirror to this person and been like, dude, like, or whatever, it's like, you really hurt me. Like, take a look at yourself, take a look at your actions. Because I do feel like this person is slowly realizing things, is slowly going through some change. Or maybe this connection meant so much to them. Person A really meant a lot to person B. And maybe for the first time ever, somebody made them realize like, hey, you need to change, or else you're going to be in this repeating cycle of doing the same things over and over again. I will say there's something about this connection specifically that made this person realize something has to change. Because for one, they feel like you're really cool. You know, they really like you. They really liked the connection. They liked the energy that you have, and they felt like you're really unique. So then the moment they lost you, or there was some distance and they weren't getting what they wanted, they were like, oh, like that's, you know, it made them realize some things. You know, I feel like for some of you, they were trying to have their cake and eat it too. But you were a type of person that made them realize you can't act like that. So let's go ahead and see, what is this person currently going through in their life? Oh my gosh, it says growth. That's crazy, because that's all I've been talking about, is this person is growing, they're changing, they're evolving. So this is the heart chakra too, the green. Oh my gosh, it says emergency room at this top corner. Do you see that? It says emergency room, which I almost feel like this emergency room was the catalyst for change that you brought into their life, to where suddenly they were like, oh my God, like something's happening. Like you made them realize something about themselves, and they took it very seriously, or they are, excuse me, burps. It's like they are taking it very seriously. Wow, yin moon with accept help. The emergency room, accept help. You know what's so interesting? I was saying somebody could have broken a bone. So maybe somebody ended up in the hospital or an emergency room situation in this relationship. I don't know. Not in like a bad way, but it's just interesting that I was like, I said something like that earlier. Like you were on like a skiing trip and something happened, something like that. So this is so interesting, because it literally says growth and accept help, because you made this person realize they have to change. And I think this mirror that's being held up to them, they're finally seeing the truth of who they are. And now they're trying to do something about it. They're finally accepting help. So this could be like professional help, like from a therapist. This could be from a spiritual advisor, a guidance counselor, a friend, a family member, themselves, their higher selves. You know, it's like they're finally open to realizing, okay, I need to change, or else I'm gonna lose every single good relationship that comes my way. Or it's like they're finally seeing their flaws, and they're trying to work on that. And with growth, and again, this being the heart chakra, they're really trying to heal. So maybe this person, you know, for some of you when they were younger, like this person could have gone through something very traumatic, to where they became very like cold-hearted, and they didn't let emotions get to them, and they were just like, I'm just gonna do what I want to do because I'm not gonna get invested in anybody. So it's like for some of you, there's like a root cause of the problem that's caused this person to act this way. But now they're finally trying to figure out why they act a certain way. You know, why is it so hard for them to love? Or why is it so quick for them to give into impulses, or whatever it may be? It's going to be different for everybody. But I think the ultimate like overall story here is that they have finally realized that they need to change something about themselves, or else they're going to be living the same cycles. And even with the Wheel of Fortune, the wheel can talk about karmic cycles, you know? So it's like they are attracting same energy, different body, same lessons, same heartbreaks, same situations over and over again, but through different people, because they're not learning something. They're not healing from something here. And I think you made them realize that. And you're like helping them grow up, like literally. You're helping them grow up. You're helping them mature. You're helping them, or you did, especially because this is no contact. So it's like your energy helped them realize they need to change. The what is it? The breakup or the separation or the distance made them realize that they lost something good, and they have to really fix themselves, or else they're going to keep ending up in the same situations over and over again. Wow, and even the green, I know this green is about the pentacles, but this is about the heart chakra. But it's interesting how both of them are green borders, because it is making me think of their heart chakra. Their heart space is growing, is changing, is evolving, because they've realized that they cannot be living the same life. I do feel like they have you have a place in their heart. They do have a soft spot for you. They do feel like you're very cool, unique. You're just an amazing person to them. And so amazing to make them realize, okay, I need to do something. Like, I can't keep living like this, or I need to grow up. Wow. Okay, so let's get into the tarot deck now, and let's see what were their feelings before the separation versus after. Yeah, I do feel like you were a catalyst for this person. For some of you, it could be flipped. I just got that message. For some of you, it could be flipped. Like, you could be this person that's changing and healing. And the person you're in no contact with, they could be the older one that helped you grow or is helping you realize certain things. I mean, take it however it resonated. But for like one of you, somebody out there, it could be like that. Okay, so let's go ahead and see, how did this person feel before the separation? How did this person feel about group 3 before their separation? That's 2 cards. Should I take that? Wow, we got 2 3. So before the separation, it was 3 of Swords and the 3 of Wands. Okay, so then let's see, how did they feel after the separation here? How did this person feel after the separation with group 3? How did this person feel after the separation? Wow, 2 cards again. 5 of Cups, bottom of the deck. 7 of Swords in the reverse. The World in the reverse. 8 of Cups in the reverse. Two of Wands and Death. Wow. Okay, that's crazy. Because I actually kind of want to... Oh, you know what's so interesting? For some of you, you know how I was saying something could have happened to this person and maybe that's why they never like healed? And that's why they're like repeating the same things, because they never really healed something in their life. All these cards can indicate that. Even the Hermit in the reverse. All these cards can indicate that. So I kind of want to talk about that too, because I think all of that really goes well together. So hold on, let me make space. So we have Hermit in the reverse. We have the Hanged Man in the reverse. We have the World in the reverse. We have the 8 of Cups in the reverse, the 7 of Swords in the reverse, and we have the 5 of Cups. I think there was a very traumatic thing that happened in this person's life. Now, this traumatic thing, it could have been a relationship, you know, 100%. For some of you, I totally think this person went through some kind of a major breakup, because we even see the 3 of Swords here. This person went through a major heartbreak before they met you that really like messed them up, and it caused them to just stay stagnant, to avoid healing, avoid their feelings, and just like be that F-boy, F-girl vibes, because they never healed from a heartbreak. Now this heartbreak could have been romantic, could have been something else in their life, but like, you know, if this is not a romantic thing they went through, it could have been like a family trauma. It could have been childhood wounds childhood stuff. But I will say this person went through something before you. And I think they brought that into this relationship with you because that was just their mindset. Their mindset was, you know what, F everything. I've been hurt before. I don't care. I'm just going to do what I want to do. And I don't care who I hurt in the process because I don't care. And I think it was also their ego and just all these things that caused them to just not heal and really fight the situation. Because in this Three of Wands, it's like this person is trying to move forward, but it's like they're losing control of this rope. They're losing control of the situation. It's becoming bigger and bigger to the point where the situation is controlling them. This heartbreak, this pain, this betrayal, this sadness is starting to control them. Like, it became really chaotic. And then I think you, being the amazing person that you are, came into this person's life and held up a mirror to their face and said, dude, you got a lot of things to work on. You know, you never healed. You never, like, you know, you have so much to go through, to work through. But I really think that they came into this connection because this is how they were feeling before the separation, and they were already in pain from a previous thing. And we were kind of saying that with the heart chakra. They never truly healed their heart. They never truly accepted the help. So this, again, this could be like a traumatic childhood incident that they never healed from. This could have been a crazy heartbreak they've never healed from. And here we have the Hermit in the reverse, Hangman reverse, World reverse, Eight of Cups in the reverse, Sound of Swords in the reverse, Five of Cups. They came into this connection with you. Their energy was sad. There was a lot of regret in their life. But it's like they're hiding it. They're suppressing it. They're suppressing it. They never came out of that cycle. They never healed. Hermit and Hangman in the reverse. They never healed from that. They never came out of the cycle. So that's that karmic cycle. They're just living the same loop over and over again, but they're attracting the same things but different person. Until I think now, like, you finally helped them break out of that. That's why you were the catalyst for this person's change. But they never came out of that cycle with the World in the reverse. Eight of Cups in the reverse. They never truly walked away from this. And for a lot of you, I think they came into this connection while they were still in love with somebody else. And I know that's so, like, extreme to say that, but the Eight of Cups in the reverse and the Five of Cups, like, we're sad that these three cups are spilled, but we still have hope that something could work again. And with these two cups, so for somebody to not have fully moved on with the Eight of Cups in the reverse and the Five of Cups, they still have hope. They're sad, but they're hoping it could work again. They still have feelings for this person. They're still energetically connected to this person. And they're not being honest with themselves, and they weren't being honest with you. And I think it really has to do with a specific person that broke their heart or some relationship that ended really badly. I do think that for a lot of you. And yeah, so it's like they went through this connection without letting go, without healing, without evolving, still having hope that it could work out with somebody else. And I think because of that, they weren't 100% there with you. Like, you deserved everything. You deserved a person that's giving you 50-50, that is going to be there for you, and they weren't that person. But I do feel like if you resonate with all of this, I do think you were mature enough to realize that and to walk away from this person. And I love that the Death card is here. I want to actually switch these two because they were in a lot of pain. I mean, this person was going through the ringer, and who knows how long they were in this energy. They could have been in this energy for like years of not healing. And that's why I feel like this person, like, you will always have a special place in their heart because they contribute their change, or the thing that snapped them out of it, that woke them up. It's because of you. And now, after the separation here, they have gone through a death, a energetic death, a spiritual death. The death card is something is coming to an end. Our ego is dying, or this other side of us that we have been carrying on for too long, this chapter that's never ending, it's finally closing. And it's all because of you, and they feel a lot of happiness and gratitude towards you and the fact that you came into their life to show them this. Because then we have the Two of Wands. So it's like this person is going through this transformation in their life, walking away from what's been causing them so much pain for so long, finally accepting help, finally growing, healing their heart, and now they're actually open to new possibilities, new opportunities in life with the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is really showing us that we now have options. We're healed. We can kind of take this next step into a new chapter and do whatever we want. And like the options are limitless. And it's all because they went through this transformation, and it's all because of this connection with you. How crazy is that? That's so intense. It's so deep. I love it. And I think that, you know, I'm not 100% sure how you feel. If you do resonate with this energy, I feel like you are very stable, group 3. You're very happy in your life. You're probably doing the things you want to do. And I think you could still be seeking your partner, your relationship. And I don't think there's like a lot of sadness or heartbreak from you towards this person, because you knew they had to heal. You knew they had to change, and that you knew that there's something going on here with this person, and they were not going to be the type of partner that you wanted them to be in the moment. But now that they've actually healed, and they're healing, and they're going through this transformation, and now they're optimistic in life, you know, now something could happen. I don't think you're waiting for this person, but I feel like you're in that energy where, like, if they healed and they're a new person and they come back into your life, you would be open to it. So in the extended, we're going to see what's going to happen, because I'm going to leave this off here to where they're transforming, they're evolving into who they're meant to be, and they're optimistic about their life. But I want to see, how do they currently feel about you? Because I feel like this is showing us more of their evolution. So we'll see in the extended if they will reach out and what's the outcome. So we'll see. But I do want to go ahead with this last thing here. I have the Hidden Truth Oracle deck. We're going to go ahead and see, what would this person say to you if they were being completely honest? So what would this person say to group 3 if they're being completely honest? It says, I left when I saw you with someone. Okay, so that could be significant for some of you. Maybe this person tried to come back around, and maybe you're with somebody. I don't know. Let's see. What would this person say if they're being completely honest with group 3? I bury myself in work to forget you. You don't know how hard it was to let you go. I almost wanted to say is, as in present tense. All right, if this person is being completely honest, what would they say to group 3? We have so many things remind me of you. You speak to me through music. Sometimes I stay awake thinking about you. Let's get one more card. I hide behind material things. Oh, and then bottom of the deck it says, I look for you everywhere. Oh my god, timing just wasn't right for us. That's also kind of accurate for, you know, if they still had to heal or work through stuff. Okay, you guys, so this is everything I see here on YouTube. So now we're going to take it over to the extended. And in the extended, we're going to see, will they reach out? So as of now, we know they're going through, or they recently gone through some kind of transformation in their life. So we're going to see, will they reach out? We'll see, should you take action, or will spirit, you know, orchestrate something here. We will see what is the outcome and when. We will get some time frames, and then we will get a yes or no question, which is a personalized question. So basically you can ask whatever it is you want to ask that's personal to you, and I will give you a yes or no answer. So all of that will be over there on the extended, which will be linked in the description below. But if this is where I'm leaving you off, that's completely okay. Thank you so much for watching this reading. Thank you for spending this time with me and allowing me to give you these messages. And take good care of yourself, you guys. Subscribe if you would like to see more readings like this from me. I also offer private readings. You can go ahead and check out the link to my website in the description below. But take good care of yourself. Have a great rest of your day or night wherever you are, and I'll see you next time, or I'll see you in the extended soon. Bye, guys. Hey guys, if you chose this green obsidian, if I can hold it, if you chose this green obsidian and this hermit card with the tarot of the witch's garden, this is your reading. Hello, group number 4. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm gonna just set your crystal right there. Let's move this deck aside. Let's go over everything we're gonna be talking about. So as I mentioned in the intro, this is a no contact / separation reading. We're gonna go ahead and see what was this connection like before no contact. We will see who is this person that's coming through. We will see their feelings before versus now. We'll see what are they going through, especially if it's something that you don't know about. And then we will see what would they say if they were being honest to you. So let's go over all of that first, and then at the end of this reading I will talk about what is in the extended. So first I want to go ahead with these 2 cards right here to kind of get an energy check of the person that is coming through. And then after this, we will go in with these 2 cards here for person A, person B style to see what was this connection like before the separation or before the no contact. And I also just saw 111 on the time. So let's go ahead and get started. For group number 4, let's see who is coming through. We have the 3 of Wands. Whoop, okay, and I dropped it. And then we have opposition with awareness, with splits in relationship, confrontation shows itself, potential separation, and consider both sides. Ooh, very interesting. I almost feel like in this connection, it's possible that, because I feel like this is talking about more of this connection rather than who this person is. So I might get another card from this deck actually, but I almost feel like you two could have been very different in some way, or you just wanted different things out of life. And I think that could have caused some kind of an issue here. But let's go ahead and actually just get one more card. Let's see, who is this person? Can we get one more card to see who this person is? Because I am getting like there's conflict here, because it's like you wanted something, this person wanted something else, and I think like there was, neither of you wanted to compromise as well. But it almost feels like, it doesn't feel like a bad compromising, or it doesn't feel like something bad. It just feels like it's 2 different energies that are clashing, if that makes sense. Let's go ahead and get one more card. Can we see who, can we get, who is this person? Another aspects. We have conjunction with strength and focus, a new experience, it will surely be, a close relationship, a chance. It's interesting because I'm trying to get like a zodiac sign. Let's see, can we get like a zodiac sign or something more so to show who this person is? Okay, I guess not. So, okay, that's fine. It's interesting how even this, it looks like half of this. I do feel like there was some level of opposites here with this opposition, and even with this conjunction energy. I feel like you guys got very close to each other, but there were like major differences in lifestyles or just personalities. But I think it's more so what both of you were seeking out of a relationship or out of life. But I don't feel like either person was in the wrong. That's what's coming through so strongly here. It's like it's just two people that were kind of seeking two different things, but neither person was the bad guy. Neither person did anything wrong, you know. And I think in this energy, I feel like both people were justified in what they wanted out of a relationship, but it just so happened that they kind of, both people kind of fell for somebody who was maybe on a different boat and wanted different things out of life. This Three of Wands energy, this person could be a fire sign. This is specifically the sun in Aries. So this is a very, this person very much does put themselves first. And I'm not saying that in like a selfish way. I think that's just how their personality is. They have a lot of goals, they have a lot of dreams, and this person is always on the move to kind of accomplish the next thing or to do something new. And they're just kind of like always on the move, on the go. Because with this Three of Wands, especially with it, you know, in this image, this person is like looking out over the water, and they're kind of like ready for something new. That's how it's coming through to me. It's like this person is ready for that next thing in their life. I feel like this is a type of person that doesn't want to be in one place for too long. And that also could have been a conflict, because I feel like maybe like one person, maybe you know, wanted a relationship where it's more traditional and you're settled down in one place and something like that. But then this person with this Three of Wands is like, you know, like, I kind of just want to be traveling. I want to be on the move. I want to go live somewhere else. I want to go do something else. But I feel like the love was here. You know, it seems like for this energy, that's why I feel like nobody was a bad guy. It's just two people wanted two different things. And with this person kind of being like, you know what, like, I don't want to be in one place for too long. And I don't think like commitment was the issue here. I think this is the type of person where they're okay with a long distance relationship. They're okay with them kind of doing their own thing and like still being in a relationship, still being committed to somebody. But I think like you wanted somebody that's there, you know, all the time, especially for like physical affection and like having somebody there with you. It's kind of coming through like that here. And I think it's very possible, you know, there had to be a decision that was made, or like, again, this separation. So far from what I see, it doesn't feel like, I mean, yeah, it feels sad. It feels like a bittersweet situation. It feels unfortunate that it happened this way, but it doesn't feel like, you know, it doesn't feel like and not, what am I trying to say? It doesn't feel like, what's the word I'm thinking of? It's like, it's more so unfortunate than it is like heartbreaking. Like, yes, it is heartbreaking, but I think there was a level of understanding here, knowing that the other person is like this and you're like this. But I do think you guys definitely could have had a very close relationship. You really got to know this person well. But I think, you know, there were just differences that kept coming up. So that's kind of what I'm seeing here for like who this person is that's coming through. And obviously, like, I'm not able to get more information on who this individual is specifically. I can try and get one card from the tarot deck. Let's see. Can we get one card to kind of see who this is? Look at that. Two of Wands bottom of the deck. Queen of Wands. This could also be the King of Wands. It's like this, you know, Aries, Leo, Sagittarian, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. It's a type of individual that is just, they have that fiery spark in them. You know, they are that fire sign. They are that exciting, I'm going on adventures, I just need expansion. Like, they just got to keep going, doing the next thing. It's like, you can't really put this person in a box. But I think this person is seeking a relationship. They are seeking something more serious. And just because they like to be on the move or they're constantly doing stuff, I think, you know, they still want that. They probably want a partner that's the exact same way, that's able to just like drop everything and travel with them and not be in one place. And so it's like, that's just how their personality is. And I don't think like if they said, you know, like, hey, like, I got a new job somewhere else, or I kind of want to go do something else, I've been here for too long, it's not personal. Like, it's really coming through as that's just them. That's just how they have been living their life, you know, up until a time of them meeting you. I think this is a very evolved individual. I think they're very self-aware of themselves, which is exactly like what I was picking up in the very beginning. Like, nobody is the bad guy here. I think this person just really knows what they want in life, the type of relationships that they want, the type of career, or the type of traveling, adventure, you know, seeking different things, seeking bigger things, and constantly changing and evolving. I think they know themselves very well. I would also say this is probably a pretty spiritual person that's coming through. They're very level-headed, they're mature. I would say this is like a great energy of this person that's coming through. I don't think they're toxic. I don't think this person is like crazy or has like crazy tendencies, and I don't feel like they would have ever done anything bad or negative or toxic to you. I think they're just very aware of themselves. They have a lot of personal power, because even this red cloak, these red like tight situation going on here, red in tarot really symbolizes personal power. And I think this person, and that's what I was starting off with when I said, you know, them being, and if they are an Aries sun, which is what this card is, which it doesn't have to be, I mean, they don't have to be an Aries sun, but Aries is I am, you know, I am putting myself first, I am going to do what I want to do, and that's just how they are, which is very interesting. So let's go ahead and see the energy here for person A, person B, you know, during this connection. Yeah, person A, we have the Lovers with the number 6, relationships, emotions, and choices. And then person B's energy, we have the Knight of Earth with organized, responsible, and supportive. Wait, did another group get this Knight of Earth card? I'm trying to remember. No, they didn't. Okay, so yeah, interesting. I almost feel like you're coming through as person A, but again, take it however it resonates. If you feel like you're more person B, then that's completely okay, because this, you know, is a general reading for a lot of people. So just take everything I say, just make it fit however you need to for your situation here. With this Lovers card, yeah, and even like these two people coming together, and this looks like, I immediately thought of like a marriage situation where this is the person that's like getting you guys married. I feel like for person A, like you want that relationship. You want that traditional marriage, traditional home, like we're building something together. We're living together, we are, you know, having kids, having a family, having that like white picket fence. It doesn't have to be like so specific, but I think for person A, that's what they're seeking. You know, you're seeking this very traditional relationship setting. And I was kind of saying that earlier. I was like, there could be differences in how this connection like wants relationships, because you could want a more traditional relationship and maybe they don't want such a traditional relationship. I think you are person A is very much on the lookout for their soulmate, for their partner. And I think like that's very much what a person A wants. Like they want a relationship, they want something long-term, they want something stable, and they want to build a life with somebody side by side, you know, like we're together most of the time. Like that's what they want, and that's how it's coming through. And it's coming through that person A is very much seeking this like all the time, you know, your person A is just seeking this type of a relationship. And there could have been some failed attempts here, failed relationships here, but it's very much coming through on like person A knows that this is the type of relationship that they want, and they very much want to find their soulmate that also wants this. It's okay. So then for person B here, this is Gemini energy, by the way. This is Pisces energy, the Hanged Man, and the Knight of Earth is Earth signs, so Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And the Hermit that you guys chose is Virgo energy, so that could be significant as well. And it's interesting because with the Knight of Earth, you know, it's like even in the images, it's like person A wants this type of a setting with both people together, and we are very much in love, very much wanting the same thing. And then for person B, it's like they're kind of like clutching their coin and they're kind of facing the other way, and even this horse is like moving in the other direction. And it is, even just these images is giving like two different energies. I feel like person B, again, it doesn't make nobody's the bad guy here. For person B, I think they are very responsible. They're very hardworking. They're very stable in their life. They know exactly what they want. They know exactly what they're doing. They could probably be financially stable as well. But one thing about a knight is just always moving. They're always kind of, even if it's moving slowly, they're always kind of moving, always doing something new at some point in time. And like I said, it's giving that energy of like, I want to be fixed. I want to kind of be in one place. I want to, have that kind of a relationship. And then for person B, it's coming through as like, yes, like they want a relationship. They want to be supportive. They want that commitment with somebody. But I think they are just, and even in this image, it's like one person versus two people. And for them, they're coming through as they are very independent and self-sufficient. And maybe they, even in a relationship, they don't need to be like side by side with somebody all the time. Like they are okay with long distance relationships, or they're okay with kind of being on their own and their partners doing their own thing. Like, yes, they're still committed, but I think this person very much is like, that's their energy. They don't have to be with their partner all the time or be in the same place with them all the time. And it's coming through as that's a very specific message, but I think on a much broader sense, you can just look at this as like two people that really did like each other, had a good relationship, or had that spark with each other, but both people wanted two different things, or two different types of relationships. And who knows, I mean, if we're taking it like even more, we could say that this person wants a more monogamous relationship and this person could have wanted a more open relationship. Again, with them being just one person on this image, So again, like there's so many ways that two people could have wanted two different types of relationships. And I think, maybe you tried to make this work in the very beginning, but as time goes on, these differences started to come up. But I love how it says consider both sides, because it's showing that both people understood where the other person is coming from. Like, I don't think person A was like, oh, you're a terrible person. Like, since you don't want what I want, like, you're a terrible person and blah, blah, blah. And I don't think person B ever attacked person A for being like, you want something and whatever. Like, I think both people understood each other, understood what the other person is seeking. And it seems very mature. It seems healthy. And I think there's a lot of awareness here. There's a lot of self-awareness, but also awareness of the other person. And even this with focus and a new experience, and this being, their energy, it's really coming through as that's just how this person is. Okay, so that's kind of what I see here for that. So let's go ahead and see, what is this person currently going through? If they are going through anything. Let's see. What is this person currently going through for group? That was very fast and it flipped out upright. So we have perfection. Okay, yeah, interesting. And then I have another deck here I want to use as well. Let's see, what is this person currently going through? It's like nothing can really hold this person back, and it says slow it down. It's like nothing can really hold this person back. Like, they're just coming through as a very determined individual. And I was saying that earlier too, like they're always on the next, they're always doing something, they're always on the move, they're always ready for that next goal, that next accomplishment. And even in this, like this image is making me think of the Nine of Pentacles in traditional tarot, because it is a person standing in their like vineyard, or their, it's like their garden, but it's all grapes, and it's a very established and independent energy. And that's kind of how this is coming through too. Like, this person is in their garden, maybe that they have also created for themselves. Because with this perfection energy, this is the root chakra. I really think this person is very much on just trying to perfect their life. They're always on to the next thing. And even this, like, they're planting seeds, they're harvesting, they're focusing on their stability. I think this is a type of person to where they're like, you live one life, and I kind of just want to see everything. I want to do everything. I want to experience everything. And I feel like they are stable. They are financially stable, or they have a good head on their shoulders. They're, making the right moves, planting the right seeds. But it's coming through as like, there's just so much out there in this world that I don't think I can just be in one place forever. I do think to some extent this person does want commitment, but I think they are seeking a person that's also like ready to be on the move with them, or is okay with long distance relationships and stuff. I also think this person could work a lot. They could be very, very busy, because that also shows, like, you know, for example, they could go on a lot of business trips with their company or with whoever they work for. Like, they could just always be on the move in that way. So they're just always working, and they're just always like focused on their thing. It's the slow it down energy is really interesting, because it's showing like maybe for them in their life right now, like they're realizing they need to slow it down a little bit, because maybe they've just been living their life a certain way for a while, and now they're realizing like, okay, like maybe I need to like take a step back from what I'm doing. Let me actually get one more card. What is this person currently going through? Can we clarify, slow it down? Take a risk. Wow. We have 2 full moons here. You know what? This is giving Wheel of Fortune. And that's what I'm saying. Like, this person, and this is giving like the compass. They're already on the road. They're already doing something new. I think this is a very optimistic person. And even with this take a risk energy, it's like they're already taking that next risk. With this slow it down energy, it's interesting because, and this is Moonstone here. So it's interesting because I think this could be more of like a spiritual sense, or more of like a mental, intuitive energy to slow it down. But I think this person is like already on their next voyage. That's how it's coming through, because this is making me think of a boat. It's like they're already on their next journey. They're already doing something else. I do think with slow it down, I do think there's times in their life where they do think about you. You know, especially when they're, you know, I think you do pop up in their mind, or when they do have a slow day or a slow evening where they have free time or they're not doing much. I do think they think about you, but this could be more of just like an intuitive energy and more of a spiritual energy of them just tapping into themselves and really, you know, kind of going within. But I think this makes the most sense with this perfection energy of them really trying to perfect their life and you know, keep going. And here we have take a risk with a moving forward energy. So I do think they're very much like moving, they're going, they're a very determined person. I'm getting like heavy Sagittarius energy as well, because that's what Sagittarius is. It's that Jupiter energy, which is all about expansion. 1111, as I'm saying that, you know, they're always just kind of doing something new, ready to go, ready to travel somewhere. They could be making a huge decision in their life right now, or they could be starting something new, starting a new chapter. Even the 3 of Wands indicates starting a new chapter. So they could be taking a risk in a new venture in life, a new path, a new idea, a new business, you know, something like that as well. But I do think this slow it down is more of an intuitive energy. And they definitely think about you from time to time, or whenever they can. I do think this person does think about you. Okay, so now let's go in with the deck that you guys chose. Let me try to adjust all of this just a little bit. All right, so now let's go ahead and see what were their feelings before the separation. So how did this person feel about group 4 before the separation? And you know, for some of you, you could have been with this person for a while. Some of you could even have been married to this person. You know, some of you could have definitely had a long-term relationship with this person, but then realized like it's just not working. You both just wanted different things at the end of the day, you know? So for some of you, it could have been a very brief relationship. For some of you, you could have been married for years. So, and then with that take a risk, I do think this person is just like moving forward right now. And I do think it's this person that could have chose to walk away, chose to break up, chose to, you know, split, whatever. Because it's coming through that it would have been more so on their end. So let's go ahead and see, how did this person feel about group 4 before the separation? We have the Tower. Yeah, and look, these are like kids, and that's like a tree house. So for some of you, you could have definitely been married or actually had a family with this person. We have the Tower here. Let's clarify. How did this person feel about group 4 before the separation? Let me clarify the Tower. Aw, 6 of Cups. It's a really cute energy. Some of you could have known this person for a while. Like maybe you were like childhood friends, or you just knew this person for a while before you got into something more than friends for some of you. Let's see. How did this person feel before the separation? How did this person... The Emperor. Aries energy. This is Aries, this is Scorpio, and then this is also Scorpio. The Tower could also be Mars, which is also Aries. So we have a lot of Aries here. So let's get one more card. How did they feel before the separation? Three of Swords. Okay. I feel like this person, whether you were in a full-blown marriage, full-blown committed relationship, or you got, look, 9 of Pentacles. I was just talking about this card with this. Doesn't this look so similar? I'm going to keep that out. Then we have the King of, wow, King of Cups, 8 of Cups. In a second, I will pull cards to see how they felt, you know, after the separation, or how they feel currently. But yeah, this is coming through as such a like independent person. I think they just have a certain vision of what they want their life to be. And whether you were, like I said, in a full-blown commitment, full-blown marriage, or just recently dating, just met this person, they just feel like something wasn't working for them. I feel like this 3 of Swords was them battling themselves internally about how this connection wasn't properly serving them. So whether, like I said, you're married, you're living with them, you know, just recently met this person, I think after a time something started to fall apart in this connection for them, and they started to realize, I'm not happy. Like something, like I feel sadness, or there's a lot of mental conflict, there's, you know, there's pain here because we are not compatible in some way. Like they absolutely felt like it was starting to fall apart. With the 6 of Cups, like this is such a cute energy too, because it's showing that they had a really good connection with you. There's a strong friendship that's coming through here, but they feel like they could really like talk to you, you know, get to know you, you could get to know them. Like there's a very genuine love here. There's a genuine energy here. But I think once maybe time kept going on and on, they started to realize, okay, like we're not as similar as I thought we were, or we're not as compatible as I thought we were. And I think this person could have tried to make it work and stick around for a while, but I do think it was starting to make them unhappy with that 3 of Swords energy right there. With this Emperor, you know, it's kind of giving the same energy of what I was saying earlier. And even with this 9 of Pentacles, it's like this is a very stable individual. And it's, look, in this card and in this card, they're both holding like a falcon or something. They're both holding this bird, which is so crazy. And even this goat is making me think of Capricorn energy, like very determined. And I think this person finally realized, you know what, like I just don't know if this is working for me. And I think that's kind of where their energy was. And that's why I feel like it could have definitely been this person that walked away, because even we see the 8 of Cups and the King of Cups in the reverse. The King of Cups in the reverse is like this person pulled back their love from this connection. And the 8 of Cups, they felt like this connection wasn't serving them anymore because of your differences, and they decided to walk away. So let's go ahead and see, how does this person feel now after this separation? How does this person feel now after this separation? Also with the Emperor, you know, this might not be a message for everybody, but for some of you, this person felt like they had to step up. They had to take care of certain things, or they, you know, they were doing a lot for this connection. There's something here about the Emperor energy where it's like I was doing so much. I was doing so much for this person, or I was doing so much for this connection, and it wasn't serving me, or something like that. They felt like they were doing a lot for this connection and they were not getting enough in return, or just the fact that like they maybe wanted a different life or something else, you know. Let's go ahead and see, how does this person feel now after this separation? How does this person feel now after this separation? Bro, ain't no way. Look at that. They're happy. They're happy that they walked away from something that no longer served them. And I'm sure it was tough. You know, I'm sure it wasn't the easiest thing to do, to just walk away from something they invested time and energy and emotions into. But the fact that I felt called to talk about this Eight of Cups, and then it comes out and you see that I shuffled a deck. I love that that was caught on camera, because that really shows you what my life is like when it comes to me being a reader. Okay, so yeah, I mean, they're happy. They're happy they walked away from something that wasn't serving them. And I think, like I said, this take a risk card is them realizing, you know what, I'm ready for that next thing. I'm ready for this next chapter in my life, because I was trying to make something work for a while and it just wasn't working. Let's see, how does this person feel now after the separation? Oh my God, we have the Sun. I'm sorry, you know, I'm not trying to be the bearer of like bad news for you, but like they're having a blast. I mean, they're having a great time. The Sun is literally like the happiest card in the deck. And again, I don't think anybody is the bad guy, and I hope like you're not taking me the wrong way. I'm not saying like, oh, they're so happy that they're not with you and blah blah blah. Like, I'm not saying that at all. But I think like with this Three of Swords, like they were just so heartbroken or so unhappy just in this situation, that now that they chose to walk away, you know what, for some of you this could be you actually, now that I think about it, because we even have the Empress bottom of the deck, Empress and the Emperor. Hold on, for some of you it could have been you that walked away from this connection. I just like clicked for me, because I think this could be anybody. I think for this reading, now that I'm thinking about it, whatever we talked about, or maybe this was a certain way, like maybe this was accurate on like person A, person B, and like your person we were channeling, but this, like what I'm saying here, I think this could be you or them. This could, like, at the moment I saw this, I was like, you know what, like this happiness could be you. Like you could have been the one that was heartbroken, that was sad, that walked away from something, and now you're happy again. Or this could be a mutual energy for both of you. Like the separation, like both of you have gone your separate ways and you're both happy now. Because we even see the Empress. We see two very independent people here. So it could very well be what we were saying at the very beginning, that like it was just two people with their differences that came together, and now the separation has caused both of you to be very, very happy, because the Sun card is like the happiest card out there. And even this could be you taking a risk moving forward, you stepping into that independent energy and being happy that you're walking away from a relationship that didn't serve you. I do feel like, again, there's no bad guys here, but this could definitely be a mutual energy. Like you could really both be in this happy energy. Bruh, how did this come out again? These are the two cards I literally pulled out in the very beginning, and they're both out again. Again, King of Cups in the reverse. This could even be the Queen of Cups. So this could be the feminine. If you're the feminine, this could be the Queen. Queen and King, they're both pulling their love back. They're pulling their energy back from this connection because they're walking away, and now they're very happy. Yeah, so please take this however it resonates with you. This could definitely be a mutual energy that you're both experiencing. This sadness could have been there for both of you. This walking away, pulling your energy back, being happy could have been there for both of you. So now I want to end off with this deck here. What is this called? This is called the Hidden Truth Oracle. And let's see, since we have such mutual energies here, this is the first group that I feel like both people could really be coming through here. Let's actually, instead of this being what would they say to you, let's keep this as what would you say to each other. You know, if you're being totally honest to each other, that was so fast. If you were being honest with each other, what would you both say to each other? So this could be you as well. The timing just wasn't right for us, and that came out so quickly. What would group 4 and this person say to each other? I wish I could take my words, or take back my words. That could be, that's very specific. That could be for somebody. What would group 4 and this person say to each other? Wow, just being near you is intoxicating. I'm viewing that as like toxic and tower moment. Like I'm literally viewing that as like heartbreak, and both of you are realizing, yeah, like that wasn't it for us. Let's see. What would group 4 and this person say to each other? I couldn't let you get close to me. What would group 4 and this person say to each other? Oh, I wish I could share my good news with you. So, oh my God. These cards are just flying. I want to tell you how I feel. Okay. And then it says, finding out the truth crushed me. Let's get one more card. My life is not as together as it seems. Okay. All right, you guys, thank you so much for joining me over here for this reading. Like I said, I'm getting a lot of mutual energies, so please take it, you know, however it resonates for you. Now we're going to go into the extended, where in the extended, we're going to see, will this person reach out to you? We will see, should you take action, or will spirit, you know, orchestrate a divine intervention type thing for the two of you? We will see what is the final outcome and what are some time frames. And then we'll go in with a yes or no question, which is a personalized question that you can ask, and I will give you a personalized yes or no answer. So that's everything we're going to be looking at in the extended. If this is where I'm leaving you off, that's completely okay. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for letting me give you this reading. I hope it was helpful. I hope you got some messages, some advice, some clarity. But yeah, you can book a private reading with me if you're interested. The link to my website is in the description below. Take good care of yourselves, and please subscribe if you would like to see more videos from me, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.